Is this a second now? What was the third? No. Say Bisian Kwan.
You might say you see much. You to was here.
Say my bro Bisian. Namuditiaka.
Champions League me wa paso.
Sure.
Enti ye be Champions League nkomo bebre. Na anope so na Deloitte at the 2026 Football Money League reports. And athletic football, as I said, omo pone won get. Now, send you be a watch so ni be aya away no. Gabi ababo boss for top 10 and near there. And to be any maybe or the team agina. You are few minimum and about this table to take a swipe at Barcelona. This is simple. You see, from the season 2024-2025, ABC Samuel Ebui, Upetima, the activities are raising revenue power. This is the table. What is your concern with Obiwa or Sikan so now or Diaba? That explanation is even not right. This is only about Sika team activities. Ni TV rights. Ni sales awaye. Ni ticket our tongue. Oh, be away bia as commercial activity bia. Sika wa raising. It has got nothing to do with loans. Sasika will be saying what the club's activities has been able to raise as revenue for the club. Rich, even to be sent to Bosiabo. Sawuko banks is here with we. That's what I saw Bosia. And then never said Monoscan.
Head up a deal.
And then Nancy Rabank before I don't buy.
I would ask a kind.
I'm almost say. Oba, I don't know how somebody's got about
a home, madam. Usika to see Oba, Yama 100,000.
Based on this revenue, which clubs are saying a court bank say, you look and say, okay, you are able to raise this. You put me a clean revenue. And the Sadia, we credit worthy. See, I'm a sebi in the context of Bosia, you need a track which means you need a sebi $200,000. Me and because you bank say you're paying your Bosia $200,000. One any money. Or in the bank statement, Quatua. No choice is how much I make. They will give it to him. Hey, you crab, oh my God, some call. Nti Mr. Mo Abia, you've painted a narrative dada. And at this report in error. And you're so for Bob and error. You deal with it.
Because we see kind based on what Gabi presented.
And I will see Gabi presented it that way because I am so for Bob and error. So Gabi, somebody got to office.
Okay.
He has painted a picture say Barcelona is in a gloomy financial crisis. Any of you who report to us say, the narrative probably ends her. And it's only the narrative, never now so back and say, oh, and I boost. Look, who is coming to me? If you are not rich, you can't go in for loan. Sebi, omuku omutikro, a crowd, omu credit score, and a ratio more sikakano. If you have a good credit score, and ultimately you credit card on your man. That's no serious. Now, you see, since I'm back at Magui as I'm on my chance for no, Fifi seems not to be comfortable. And he has always come here to say so, and about Barcelona for my defense, and I also come on a Kamokoto. Look, then he missed the contest. Magui, Onyela Marcia Boyo. The contest I made by Saubakaya was that Magui is a Chelsea Academy product. And when it becomes available on the market for that cheap price, And Mango only sports La Liga experience or Premier League experience. One to. Don't come and say Chinchina Ayala Nabeka Sasto in Intino and Pafos Quay no more. We don't need Mango. We don't.
But is it a fact that Barcelona need defensive problem?
No problem.
But we have Mango.
The Mango contest doesn't fix the Barcelona problem. The Mango contest was that he was a Chelsea academy player that has become available on the market at a premium level. Only the it is England business. English business no more at that time. Imagine say who even should I use? Time Eric Garcia. You didn't mind Girona alone. Or board home or didn't you bring him back? We follow Transman. Transman, me do Chelsea when I'm no one to make it to you. Let me tell you, because I don't like it. Better make it. How can I uncle my career?
Uber was all bound me into the so over the Champions League into we are watching.
It's good for Liberia. Let's move on to it. Champions League. You do Chelsea one now. My man can be because maybe I mean said I knew Chelsea as someone who to me at Chelsea and all my course. Which anyway, I started off watching this game Turkey. In fact, the second half was disappointing. But the first half was everything I was expecting from a Galatasaray Atletico Madrid game. Passion, intensity, grit. And you bear the ball. I saw it in the first half on the pan. It's a static game now. And I see Nhyira share first goal. 4th minute. I was like, Kai, this set up for a very, very good game. Which sometimes Omo take the back at you say, look, people make noise about other part of Europe, their football traditional culture, but it is something different. Crowd Turkey, they are so passionate and vociferous, and anyway, after we go down first goal, you could feel it. I was telling you more. Yes, our pressure no, and I'm all orientation because crossing the box no. He was standing alone. There was no pressure on him. But the pressure was the stadium, how intense and how he cracked and was sharing his own goal. So the second half was very, very disappointing to me because the way first half I was expecting second half to be more, I say, someone should go for it. But the second half, pinche, or more than 1-1, no, a point out of that game. No. And I'm going to say Liverpool, and you should share team. Liverpool, sound with you. That is their character. Now, Rich, Ubejeni said in top 5 Europe, Liverpool na CCA can say, more the longest unbeaten run, 13 games. Now, I want someone to say, unbeaten run we no unwanted. Because Rich, over 13 games, now we 7, over 6. Now say and into 13 games unbeaten runner. And that's what we initial.
I would draw 6.
Obi will lose 2 cry in this same 13 may have more points than you because you are drawing too much. But there is something. And when Liverpool could dominate him, I say, not in possession, but in terms of effectiveness. Which Marseille was 58% ball possession to Liverpool 48. But Liverpool had an SG of 1.49. Marseille drew one in 0.88. It tells you say Marseille had the large amount of the ball, but Liverpool and the slots, and he said they were more direct and they were picking almost chances as and when everybody gave him to accumulate almost SGs, no. And BBH said, if you play a game like that, but we are likely to score more than you. And we are not Liverpool every year or more. Now, results way, Liverpool are to say, Rich, say the French soil is becoming friendly to them. When we say Liverpool in the past, we are called French 5 times, not only our results that. How great are Liverpool in that? But they are not cry, so we call France. But Ubakaya from last season, they beat Paris Saint-Germain 1-0. So Elliot go no. And everyone so Omakunya 3. In the last 5, they were not getting results. But their last 2, Omakunya wins from the French soil. Until Liverpool began to maybe a Barca there. They thought it would move, but me on the trot they don't say okay. Now France is becoming baby. You're quiet and so getting any results. So that is Liverpool for you. In their crisis mood, no, they go to a venue and make a certain statement. Then you doubt, are these people really in crisis or not? Some Liverpool character, that was a very, very good win against Marseille. Now Chelsea. Me be a very quick of US or a Chelsea fan. Inti Enra. Me go find me boss bi or airport na me ne na mo na koku frame ti me ne kasa no say Charlie Chelsea show you na me so nim Chelsea will score late winner they will on match
the Weber lead
yes they will score by the time they be pon ball no match me ne kasa na no say go ukai Chelsea ashe
I said
and I'm so okay Barrage me a Chelsea near. Never share no game in India. Manager will be one. And you say team in India. Because if you look at the numbers in the game, look, you are dominating possession. You are creating over 1.68 SG. That is very, very good. It means that you can be a and I can hear clinical career. Enya ba kupe ebe tuma se 2 and say me sample. I have seen teams with even less SG or ma say 3-0. But se me 1.68 SG na me say 1. Ya bu game no na the video analysis and technical team this year no pulling numbers now. They will look at it and say you about 21 shots. 7 of them on target. But we are we dominate possession. We create chances.
I mean, that no clinical.
That is the problem.
Then a Piero or Bichim.
Say, say one transfer.
Perstrike has a delap. Uncle winning players.
And you see, in the modern day football, you say, goal scoring about shared responsibility. First, and then there's all striker, you are born to go. Se se go bit a quarter strike out because they do to so the movement or man go for space the way of press and all those things tete for say mu na ma for baba there and mu do football ko na mu striker there dey so be goals mu nya dey aka ni na yes dey yes sir. And the modern day football what I want to say is say coach Samuel Chelsea age na say I want to see the goals come from baby. Because you have Garnacho, you have Gates, or Neto. You have players they are threats on the wings too. They are expected to score. Even apart from a 3-4 now, you have an offensive midfielder right behind the striker. Which in modern day football they are called auxiliary strikers. I also know shooting more goals maybe. So
in Joao Pedro, say goals in
a must-win game against Pafos. Ma uye bibia right.
Okoje do kobo a FIFA club worker tekokra. Ya go bad people dey dey wo. Bibia no ajego.
The analysis cannot be made in a vacuum.
Chairman, good morning.
Good morning.
Now what you saying?
I said analysis they cannot be made in a vacuum. We share game planner Pafos for another buyer now. They came to frustrate us. Sit back, be compact and defend. And that's what basically they were doing. And the also keeper also had there.
Yes. Also cutting
yes. And also had there, and also ball. And you know.
There's a chance that some mushia teams on ball low block and muntimbo.
Oh, but we have struggled with low block teams.
Yes. Okay. Mumpanti do they?
Yeah, no is something that maybe Liam should be able to find a solution.
But so you're worried. Chelsea born
oh, me are worried.
When you're worried,
yes.
They are all pennies and machine.
We just needed a 3 points. That's a chart now. Champions League chart.
Hey, Gabi Becca and Anna.
Chart now.
Yes, it's in a guard.
Yes, it's a coach. Yeah, I did more.
And then good fellow there, because a good fellow there. Chelsea Nikas
Chelsea Kuno.
On the team, far flight to free Ghana, go ahead, Chelsea match.
One of them say, oh, my Chelsea, yes, you know. I say, my brother, Prajim, and Thomas, and on the bottom hooker. Now you see, Rich. Low block team. Who dominate your possession? And Unkwa can't be good enough. But the moment you get 1.68 SG against a low block team,
yes,
you were able to penetrate them at some points.
It will fabon into
who said me, in all honesty, me or me every department of the game in the and there are days goalkeepers can define a game. Me are say almost so there are some games and the narrative will be different. And not game in the count. But Rich, no matter how good Pafos goalkeeper be at the Stamford Bridge, if you are able to get this SG, we are technical to now about game in the year. We do 3 points in the year. That's why you say you will be meticulous to the numbers. You will be worried.
Sure. 1.68.
You will still be worried. Because we are not 3 points in an year. We are able to create, yes, we were able to
7 you're on target.
Yes. But the amount of goals are ultimately free, you know, must get you worried. And baby, you do good fellow, wow, boss. Champions League now. The moment I start seeing a realm into the knockout stages, you know, Rich, every department of your team must click. They must click. Because
it's all about knockout. On a show of him.
What I say,
and you
are going to meet Barcelona, PSG, Real Madrid, Bayern. You know, so when you only say no more, two teams are Obia will create chances. But one way the remember no more AU film ASA on and he was able to score more than all the other. And that is where the problem is. And so Chelsea will deal with it. Ebetimi Ayala maybe was say most can say no nya go no. Look, sometimes no. Nejuma na oye o team no. Any the way Chelsea for no no. Say unya Chelsea ni a. Obega say na omo share goals no omo mbo mabaso. Sometimes makasa in this modern day, which ubetimi be for your team. But they will tell you don't have numbers. And sometimes you put numbers on your performance like Enra for people to know say I'm Abrantiano or Bo Ejuma Ewoho. Me Yekwano. Unim say Juve against Benfica was the tightest game statistically Enra. Tight. They are even in terms of possession, any idea Benfica on top. But this Luciano Spalletti team. And Tanya say Mackenzie Moka said, look, we are now different level when it comes to confidence. Since I assistant coach, you know, and it is very, very important for team Bisa and Okre. Basa ese Slavia Brian news. But the biggest problem the way this team is conceding goals. Rich,
first goal no matter. No
say in 10 straight consecutive games for Barcelona in the Champions League, maybe no more conceding.
That is bad.
10 games from Dortmund. Time Inter 2 legs in you concede against Newcastle, you concede Menu against Paris Saint-Germain, you concede against Olympiacos. Team a friend of Club Brugge, share 3, Chelsea share 3, Eintracht Frankfurt, and no Slavia Prague. You can play 10 games continuous. Now we concede this and expect to win the Champions League. That is the reason why people see this Barcelona team as good. But they think say to win the trophy, you need to be tight defensively.
And to make Thierry Henry interview, be say Barca bobo pa. O show me to Champions no.
Tony Cruz too said
because the way Barca see constantly
good defense.
Which teams are simple.
You need good defense.
Okay.
To Bayern have got 38 games. In the group stages of the Champions League.
I'm the fear of it. I know me a red card, but some
out of 38 games, they move 2 points about draw. They are coming now. They will account for you. Hurricane just can't stop scoring. And we have Newcastle here, Jumano. When you say the last time a DR Congo player in the Champions League, I know Siakai or Premier League game was lower. And now Wisa a breaking a record. No, Anthony Gordon is everything Newcastle now. Rich. In 2002-2003 campaign, Alan Shearer has 6 goals in the Champions League for Newcastle. CCA, Gordon has 6 goals, and so only Newcastle, who break any Alan Shearer record, then you are setting a great one. And what a surprise package in here. I never imagine say they will go to Bergamo, especially when they consider the first goal. Never say I was going to follow, but. And when football sense be by, they were able to turn and around it. They said, "Yeah, we table now."
I said,
"No, have be order."
I can't one game,
only one game. We show opponent our share. Now, when we send here, and AC Echo at the amount, and then there are Europa League games. It's really a quick one. Memo and Kofo could be, and now rollover code no, a boy. So we are entering day 2.
Okay.
And you know, it's a rollover code no. Day 1, the day 1. Into day 2, you just have to follow it. Momo ensure you know. Momunti na mebo code no BW3475A7C8. BW3475A7C8. For the rollover day 2, no. Once started day 1, you can start from day 2, and it depends on you. And then games in a combination of around 20 hours. And so your BW3475C87D. BW3475C87D. Now what you call Ayala LX. And I said Ayala Ayala. And I said Ayala Sports Facebook. Or you can also join the WhatsApp channel. And the Telegram was there, no, and also come Sabe Canning and Rich.
Okay, Yamra, na Yamato Jumedino, so and from some more Badu.